And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the Valentione Little Ladies Day event in Final Fantasy XIV for the year 2021. And as always, hello from Mithrie. What's up? So, if you like my Final Fantasy XIV content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. So, we are here at the amphitheater in Gridanian, and we need to talk to Lisette de Valentione. But it seems like it's a combination event this year. There was different times of when they showed the Valentione decorations and when they showed the Little Ladies Day one. But let's just go with it for now. So the quest is called A Delivery of Love. Lisette de Valentione appears mildly distressed. So, do you feel it, my friend? Love is in the air, and I, Lisette de Valentione, shall encourage one and all to reach out and seize it by the fistful. But wait, I know you. I never forget a champion of adore and affection. 'Tis simply wonderful to see you again. Did you perhaps recognize the anguish in mine eyes? The quiet desperation? Oh, what happy fortune has delivered onto me this gentle saviour? The problem, you see, lies with young Astrid here. Oh, she does well enough as a apprentice, but she insists I allow her free rein as a full emissary. Too soon, I say, but the bud has not yet flowered. Or at least, what more must I do to prove myself? My dear child, allow me to explain. One cannot expect to master romance in a matter of months. Your understanding of love requires expansive experience and nuanced knowledge. Acquisition of such whimsical wisdom is the work of years. A Moogle, a heart-shaped palm? Where did you come from? I am Koopa Koop, deliverer of pen passion, and maestro in the myriad matters of the heart. Any amateur emissary would be wise to heed my words. But I did not wing my way here to lecture greenstalked striplings. Nay, it is the adventurer with whom I have business. That letter's author is a girl by the name of Aline, a dear friend of mine, and an incurable admirer of yours. A plucky young thing she is, though lately stricken with deepest melancholy. I cannot bear to see her brood so. If you only help me, I am sure that we can restore her usual good cheer. Sure? Why not? Then you must allow me to help as well. We serve the cause of love in all its forms, and a mission born of friendship certainly qualifies. The more the merrier. I'll not turn away aid freely offered, even from a fumbling fledgling. Well, I promise this fumbling fledgling will endeavour to do her best. First things first, why don't we hear what Aline has to say, I don't know how to pronounce her name, in her missive to you, adventurer. Just as the words are windows to the soul, so might her words permit us to glimpse into her heart. So, dear Mithrie, I hope this letter finds you well. I've always heard how brave you are, so I decided to be brave too and tell you my story. The truth is, I've never been outside the Twelves Wood. I dreamed of building my strength and skills so that I could follow in your footsteps and maybe one day see the sea with my very own eyes. But now I'm not sure that day will ever come. I suppose I'll just have to imagine those sparkling shores, and be content with the tales of your adventures. I hope the roads you travel always bring you home safe and sound. So, 'tis obvious that she thinks the world of you, Mithrie. I wondered then what caused her to abandon her plans to travel the realm you as you do. Linda spent long hours drilling in spear and bow, preparing herself for adventure. It makes no sense for her to suddenly give up. It certainly is a mystery. She loves the sea, yes? Perhaps if we visit the shore ourselves, it might provide the inspiration we need to encourage her. A fine idea. Come along with me to Middle Enosia. The pair of you. We can find a nice spot on the coast near the mouth of the Aegis River. This is what Valentione's is all about, my dears. Go on now. You can leave the festival events to me. Okay, so we need to go to here. Alright, once we get there, we will continue. Okay, we made it. So, just to know, it's been a while since I played this, and I have since upgraded to a 1440p screen. The game looks great in 1440p, I've got to say. I guess it's something I've been missing out on all these years. But anyway, let's continue. The shame it's foggy, yeah? Or maybe that's why she's upset. Elaine loves to hear about the world beyond the Twelveswood. When I tell tales of my travels, she always hangs on every word. She seems especially enraptured by the idea of ocean water sparkling in the sunlight. I suppose when one has lived one's whole life among the trees, such a sight sounds splendid indeed. What if we were to bring such a sight to Ul'dahn? Perhaps a painting of the sea and its grandeur would serve to stoke the fires of this dream she has let burn so low. I just work. Yes, I must have a canvas at once. I just hesitated because I was thinking, could that have been expressed in a better way? Whilst I am occupied with my cell, you must gather a posse of the sweet-scented flowers from here's about. The heady fragrance of Ul'dahn will surely excite Ul'dhahn's senses, just as well as the sight of its beauty. Might I suggest the blooms just northwest of Tiller's Rest? Those are particularly lovely, and I shall perfectly complement my art. Fair enough. So we have to go get some flowers. So, how far do we need to go? Not too far. Let's just keep it going. So yeah, so as I was saying, it's been a long time, but the game looks so good in 4040p. Like I said, I've been missing out over the years. In case you're wondering why there's been a lack of 14 content on the channel, it's because simply I'm having so much fun with my PlayStation 5 at the moment, playing lots of games on there. And I will be checking out, hopefully, the PlayStation 5 version of this game in April. I think next month is when the beta starts. And we'll see how it compares to PC. Alright. So we're back with the flowers. Ah, Mithrie, you encountered no difficulties picking flowers, I trust. Nope. Perfect. A scent almost as evocative as of this shoreline as the sea air itself. And with the paints our fledger, Miss Astrid, was so kind as to provide, I have but this moment completed my depiction of the sea. I was able to employ a secret an artist once taught me about Lanosia shells, ground up and mixed with water. They make for pigments of surprisingly good quality. It seemed the perfect choice for the task at hand. Pray forgive me for calling you a stripling, Gupo. Your assistance has been both apt and timely. Right then. Now that we have blooms and painting both, let us deliver our bounty of love. If I know Ul'dahn, and I do, she will be mooning about in the vicinity of Sweet Bloom Pier. Fair enough. Okay, so well, let's go. So once I get there, we will continue. Okay, we made it. So here we are. So when you teleport out of to the pier, just turn around and she's actually on the pier itself. Like I said, I have not seen this in such high quality before after 7 years of this game. So this is great. Okay, let's talk to her. Mithrie, it's really you. Kapka didn't say anything about bringing you back with him. Oh, Kupka. Mithrie and Astrid have been helping me prepare a little gift for you. My work keeps me ever busy delivering love and happiness to others, but this time it's your turn. I painted you a picture of the Lanosia Sea. Do you like it? Astrid here made the paints herself out of seashells, and Mithrie carefully picked the perfect flowers to accompany the scene. It's so pretty, and this scent, I could close my eyes and imagine I was on a faraway island. Even more breathtaking sights and sounds and smells await you in distant lands. Why not go and visit them yourself? Why give up on your dreams? Oh. I tried to do better, I really did, but no matter how much I practiced my archery and spear work, I never seemed to improve compared to the other students. Just wondering, the Trollswood is dangerous enough. If I can't even protect myself here, how could I think of exploring further? It was a silly idea. You should keep up your training. Why not try country instead? Have you looked into botany? Takes time, you're still young. Will it make any difference, you think? But maybe you're right. Maybe I gave up too soon. Thank you, Astrid Mithrie. A little gift and a few inspiring words have done the trick. How delightful to see Ul'dahn so positive again. I am thrilled to have been of service. And yes, what a wonderful feeling to put a smile on your dear friend's face. Feeling. Why do I have the feeling that I'm forgetting something? Plug my palm. I still have a delivery to make in Ul'dahn. The songbirds must have their love letters. Mithrie, if you're not in too much of a hurry, do you think I could ask you a favor? Sure. So, the next quest, Little Lady Adventurer. Alida is gazing at you with expectant eyes, and will get the lovely Moogle cap. So you help me then. Oh, thank you, Mithrie. More than anything right now, I want to join Kupka on his trip to Ul'dahn. The problem is, I'm afraid my parents will be too worried to let me go. But if they knew that you were going with me, this could be your first step to the road to adventure. So you're saying you'll come? Wonderful. Oh, I have to tell my parents right away. I shall be right behind you when you do. A voice of steady reassurance. I too would like to see this tale to its conclusion. One can hardly abandon this ship of love ere it docks safely in the harbour. Before we leave for Ul'dahn, however, I should report to Lisette the reason for my continued absence. Let's convene at the airship landing when we are ready to depart. Fair enough. So wait at the airship landing at the desired spot. Alright, well, let's teleport. I believe there is actually an option on the A right now to just take you straight to the airship landing. So if I right click, A for that, airship landing. Alrighty. There we go. They said yes. Kupka helped me convince them. Wonderful. And I might say that you look very smart in your traveling clothes. So, yes, it is all very exciting, but let's not forget your promise to return within the agreed upon time. All aboard for Ul'dahn. Once we arrive, I speak with the Royal Seneschal at the Ruby Road Exchange. Apparently there's some words I just skip over when I'm reading this. Whoops. Okay. So we made it to Ul'dahn already. Now if we take the elevator down, we'll take us straight to the Ruby Road Exchange. I still remember. Okay. Oh, we meet again, madam. You have been keeping well, I trust. My dear Seneschal, how time does pass us by. I come once more bearing letters of love for the songbirds. And how eagerly do they await your arrival, dear Kupka. Our lovely ladies are presently occupied with rehearsals for the upcoming performance, but they should be back at any moment. Are these fine people all your assistants? Ah, how remiss of me. Allow me to make the introductions. But isn't this fitting? Why, it's as if Mithrie is acting as Seneschal for this darling young princess. So yes, exactly. And even as Little Lady's Day wish is coming true, so too are we fulfilling a mission of love for Valentione's Day. Two wonderful celebrations joyfully coinciding. Oh, which reminds me, I have a missive here for you from Lisette, our eminent emissary of romance and affection. Seeing as our respective festivals are set to take place at much the same time, the Lady Valentione proposes a joint event of some manner. Oh, that saves time. This is indeed a rare opportunity and one too precious to be squandered. But what might be suitable, I wonder? By the gods, I need a bath, but I'd say that we're all ready for the big show. Oh yeah. Ah, ladies, Cupco Coop is here with your mail. I have a bundle for each of you. So I thought for certain that I would have the biggest pile this time. Why is it that we always receive the exact same number of fan letters? Well, I think it's nice. We're all equally loved. Besides, it's about the content, not the quantity. All those words of admiration and encouragement. This fan rise, I can hardly wait to see your next performance. Not to mention your newest outfits. Gods, we haven't even decided what to do with our costumes. A new look for a new us was the idea. But if we don't come up with something soon, we'll be taking this to the stage in what we're wearing now. So what about the Valentione's Day costumes? I think they're really adorable. Elaine, that's a splendid idea. We could easily sew the same pattern using the fabric the Songbird's signature colours, red, blue and yellow. That's a splendid idea. A dash of Valentione flavour to spice up a Little Lady's Day confection. It'll be the talk of the town. Well now, it would seem that Lisette's desire for a joint event has found its answer. Indeed, I shall return to Gridania to arrange the costumes and report the good news. Pray take your ease, ladies. I will inform you once the new outfits have arrived. And what are your own plans? If you aren't otherwise occupied, I ask for a helping hand whilst you await the return of your companion. There would be no rush. You would even complete the task as you take a tour of the city. What say you? Sure, okay. It's a simple errand, really. I've a single delivery that I should like you to make to the children's ward at Frondale's Frontistery. But to be trusted with the delivery? I feel like an adventurer already. So, you've set your sights on becoming an adventurer, have you? Well then, Mistress Elaine, we must reward you accordingly. Whatever portion of my delivery remains unclaimed shall be yours to keep. How does that sound? You can count on me, sir. What is this children's ward exactly, anyway? From what I understand, 'tis a place where little ones around your age are sent to recover from illness. There will be a lady there by the name of Ul'dahn. Put the package directly into her hands, if you please. Yes, sir. On our way, sir. Okay. So we need to make our way to Frondale's Frontistery. Again, another word I just don't know how to pronounce. So once we get there, we will continue. Okay, so we made it. So let's head inside. I see. Well, you have my thanks, little adventurer, as do your friends. If I may ask, Lady Liv, where are all the children? I hadn't expected the ward to be so quiet. They're with the physicians undergoing a scheduled examination. We put up decorations whilst they were away, you see, ready to surprise them upon their return. These sweets you brought us from the Seneschal are part of the celebrations. Perhaps you might like to stay and help hand them out? Oh, I would like that very much. Handing out sweets is an act of love, and very much in keeping with Valentione's Day's tradition. As an emissary, it would be my duty and my joy. So, I was aware of plans to decorate the ward, but I did not expect that we would be welcoming such delightful visitors as well. Look how happy the children are to me, Mistress Elena, Master Kupka. It is not often they make new friends of their own age, not to mention in a different city. So this is quite a special occasion. So, Lady Elidifith gave me the leftover sweets as a reward. I guess that means that we finished the job the Seneschal gave us. And a fine job it was. I shall be staying here with the children for a time. So might I ask that you convey my regards to the Seneschal? Sure. Of course, we should be getting back in any case. Astrid will surely have returned by now. Okay, so let's go back to the Royal Seneschal. Okay, so we made it back to the Seneschal, so let's talk to him. So thank you for delivering that most important cargo. And how is the Lady Lidifer? Will she be joining us for the festivities? She said that she needed to stay with the children for the moment. Oh, but she did let me have the rest of the sweets, just like you promised. Of course, it is only fair that you paid for services rendered. As for your companion, Mistress Astrid returned a short while ago with the promised costumes, and is assisting the songbirds with the fitting. The ladies will be mounting the stage momentarily. You'll stay to watch their performance, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome and thank you for coming to our concert. Valentine's Day festivities are in full swing, and now here in Ul'dahn, Little Ladies' Day has taken over the city. This is our chance to have double the fun. Have you all noticed our Valentione-themed costumes? This performance is dedicated to the ideals of both festivals, and we mean to give our emissary friends a run for their money. Prepare to feel the love. So the songbirds are so amazing and pretty and lovely. It's no wonder they're so popular. With the way that they can stir people's hearts, we may have to appoint them as honorary emissaries. I certainly feel inadequate after that performance. Perhaps I am not as wise in the ways of love as I thought. So did you see how much the crowd loved their outfits? We have you and your friends to thank for that. I was just saying how pretty you three looked. I'm so glad it went well. I don't know when or even if I'll ever be a real adventurer, but this trip to Ul'dahn felt like a great start. Going on a journey and helping out the Seneschal. Oh, you want to be an adventurer? You must be very brave. Chasing a dream is no easy feat, especially ones that take a great deal of training and dedication. Sometimes they seem so far away, but we reach for them all the same, don't we? That's because having a dream is the best thing there is. Sure, there'll be times when you feel it's all too hard, but remember to keep that fire inside burning bright. Exactly, and don't ever say if, stick with when. Your dream will always be there waiting. Put one foot in front of the other and you'll get there in the end. Praise yourself whenever you make it even one step further than the day before. That's what I do. It builds confidence and helps you stay positive. I will, thank you, all of you. I like their outfits. I'll never stop chasing my dream. Cool. Alright, let's talk to her. I like these events, you know, they're short and sweet. So I suppose I better be heading home, but when I next come to Ul'dahn, I'll have to bring some 12-wood flowers for the children's ward. I'm sure that they would love that, and it would be nice to have a longer chat with our new friends. Have we board the airship then? List wish to see us upon our return, so pray join me at the amphitheatre if you have time. Cool. Let's go back to the amphitheatre. Go back to our home. Gridanian will always be my home in this game. Jeez. I was wondering what that was. Cool. Let's talk to her. So, welcome back everyone. Our dear Astrid explained all the excitement when she came to arrange the costumes. I am so pleased to see you lifted of that gloomy mood, Ul'dahn, and I really must thank you for your excellent suggestion. Oh, Lady List, you should have seen the songbirds in the Valentione outfits. They were adorable. Thank you, Mithrie. I never would have braved any of this if it weren't for you. Now, if an adventurer helps you, you're supposed to give them a reward. I'll have to ask Mother and Father what we can spare. Don't worry about it, it was nothing. Forget about it for now. Your kind words were enough. You mean my letter? But that was only... That hardly seems fair. Well, I really should be going now. Please know that I'll never forget this for as long as I live. Thank you, Kapka, for encouraging me to write that letter. I always enjoy our talks in the wood. And thank you, Astrid, for staying with me until the end. I'll come to see you as often as I can before Valentione's Day is over. And I can never thank you enough, Mithrie. I dream of the day that we can travel together again. So, I know I was on a mission of love for Ul'dahn, and yet somehow I feel I gained as much from the experience as she did. I thought I understood what being an emissary was all about, but there is so much more. You were right, Lisette. I was trying to dash through the garden when I should have stopped to count the petals. Well, that's one way of putting it, but at least now you know what you don't know. And that's at least 2/3 of the journey. If I could bring as much joy as even 1/3 of the songbirds, I would be happy. Well, I shall be learning right alongside you, Astrid. It wouldn't do to have a fledgling outdo me. Fear not, my eager emissaries, Valentione's Day is not over yet, and there's still plenty of love to spread around. Ooh. Alright, let's complete. Nice. So, we got Celebrating in Sync. Let me put on the helmet. This one. Nice. Let's just keep it on. Then let's see what's available. Okay, so you can buy some stuff for Gil as well. Let's just buy them and I'll store them. Why not? Alright. Okay, so that was fun. It was nice that they combined both events this year, because with everything looming around the world, you know, we have to get things done quickly. Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe. And as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.